Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today we continue working with the skirt with the draping. Have a look at the sketch once again. The pattern for the skirt is ready. Ira is cutting the details. We place them this way in order to be able to cut a waistband here. When Ira cuts the front and the back details and starts cutting them, I'll move on to cutting the detail with the draping. I remind you that the pattern was put on the table face up. It should be cut the same way. I remind you that the detail with the draping is going to be asymmetric. The fabric shouldn't be folded in half for cutting the detail with the draping. When Ira finishes cutting the front and the back details, I'll unfold the fabric. Ira has finished cutting the front and the back details, so I can unfold this piece of fabric and start cutting the detail with the draping. When I cut the detail, we'll take it to the skirt. After that, Ira will try the tacked skirt on. Have a look at the way I'm cutting. Don't pay attention to any sharp details in the pattern. Make smooth, beautiful lines when cutting. You can draw the lines for cutting if you can't cut them by side like I'm doing it. When I cut the detail, I'll mark the checkpoints. I remind you that we don't need to add any extension to the waist. Have a look here. I need to add some to the dot opening. The dot is going to be stitched this way. Cut these details right along the pattern. It's very important for them to match. I'm going to add 1.5 cm extension to the side seam. Ira has added 1.5 cm seam extension to the main details. Have a close look here. I remind you that there will be a fold here. This is the detail I'm talking about. I'll mark the fold. This is the side seam. This is the fold. This is the point 3. This is the second point 3. These are the points 2. These are the points 1. I remind you that these points are going to be stitched together. I've also marked the fold. I can detach the pattern now. Ira is taking the darts in the front and the back details. She is trying to work fast. I remind you that the center front should be cut on the grain. Be very attentive when cutting the upper part of the detail. There are still a couple of pins inserted here. I'm not going to throw the pattern away. What if Ira decides to make one more garment on its basis? I remind you that I've added some here. It was made for taking and stitching the dart. These 2 points are going to be stitched this way. It's clear now that this detail was unnecessary. It can be cut. This is how it's going to be stitched. As I've already said, this extension isn't necessary. The point 2 should be attached to the point 2. This fold already looks very beautiful. Have a close look at what I'm doing. I want to move this point about 5 millimeters higher for the detail to be more tight. I'll pin it this way. Next, I need to pin the points 3 together. Have a look here once again. As I've already said, I moved this point about 5 millimeters higher. I need to cut these extra pieces. These points should be attached to each other as well. Have a close look at the way I'm pinning the detail. This edge should be pinned a bit higher as well. I know for sure that the details will be more beautiful if you pin and cut them this way. I want to make the edge more beautiful. In order to do that, I need to move the pins a bit lower. The detail should be pinned this way, and then the extra piece should be cut. Very nice. Next, I need to pin the fold here. It is going to look this way. I remind you that there was the dart here and the side seam here. I need to pin the fold this way. When it's done, I'll start taking the details. The detail is going to look this way. It will be very beautiful. Amazing. I love it. I can't wait to see Ira wearing this skirt. Ira, you are so lucky. I don't make skirts for everyone. Guys, I hope that some of you will make such amazing skirts for yourselves. When we tack the details, we'll show you how to steam them. They should be steamed very gently. Do not press the details and control the process. We're going to show you how to do it. This is very important. The skirt is of a very interesting design. Wearing such skirt, you will look absolutely amazing. You can wear it to a birthday party, to a prom, to a theater, or to a restaurant. You can also wear it to work. Very beautiful. Next, I'm going to tack this detail. I don't like the way this part looks like now. I want to change it a bit. Be very attentive. Always pay attention to such details. I'm going to cut this extra piece. I can start taking now. Ira, I also have an amazing piece of silk fabric. I think that it matches this fabric perfectly. We'll have a look at it at the fitting. I think that it will be perfect for making a top of it. Guys, I'll be honest. I don't know when we're going to show you a review of the finished skirt. It will take Ira some time to finish it. She says that I'm true. Of course she is. I'm making such an amazing skirt for her. What do you think? I like the way this detail looks like now. One of the side seams is already tacked. We're going to tack the second one next. This detail is going to be inserted in it. It's a bit shorter than the main detail is. Let's pin the waistline first. After that, we'll tack the left details. This is a regular pencil skirt with a detail with the draping attached to the front. I need to make a notch here before taking the waistline.
Она вот так должна сюда выпасть и не входить в этот шов. Вот так вот раз, вот сюда должна упасть.
I've pinned the waistline, and next I need to pin the side seam. When I do it, I'll start taking the side seam and the overcast at the bottom. The back consists of the one detail, and the front of the two details. Notice that I need to stretch the fabric a bit in order to pin it. It's okay. The detail will look very beautiful due to this fact.
Не пытайтесь выровнять вот эту линию вот у этой детали дополнительной. Как шикарно.
I remind you that there are the regular darts in the main details. Don't worry. When these details are steamed, they will look much better. Notice that the dot is hidden under this detail. Next, I need to tack the side seam. The detail should be etched with an overlocker, as if there's just one layer of fabric in them. Don't edge the details separately. It won't be convenient to work with them in this case. This is very important. The skirt is tacked. The only detail left to be attached is the waistband. When we do it, Ira will try the skirt on. Have a look at Ira. She is wearing the tacked skirt. It should be altered a bit. We haven't changed anything off the camera. Notice that there is a fold here on the front. This part is perfect, and so are the pleats. What should we do with this fold? We need to raise this part a bit. You see? It's perfect now. This is a minor change. The detail should be raised for about 2 centimeters. I also want to make a skirt a bit tighter at the bottom. You can make this detail of any shape and size you want.
Смотрите, как красиво все тут легло, да? Вот здесь
Have a look here.
мало
I want to
того,
change
что
this
мне
part of the upper
вот
detail a
здесь
bit.
хочется вот чуть-чуть прибрать вот тут. Вот я немножко
Ira is going to alter the main details
а
later
Иришка
if she
сама
wants to.
себе там заустит, сколько она хочет. Ну, как
I'm
будем
not sure how to
обрабатывать
edge
этот
this
край,
detail
мы
yet.
решим.
I'm
Если
thinking about
получится
rolled
ролевым,
hem.
сделаем ролевым. Ириша, конечно, хочет
I
как
remind you
проще. Но
that
на
there is
самом
the wrong
деле
side
нужно
of the fabric
обработать
seen here.
подкладкой, потому что
Do
если
not
мы
forget
будем
about it.
подшивать, вот здесь-то видна изнанка, вот здесь-то видна изнанка, вот в этих вот моментах. Как бы не очень красиво.
These seams should be altered a bit. It should be done for the detail to look better.
Вот ее немножечко вот здесь, когда прибираем, вот все ложится лучше. Ну, это
The
вы
most
уже
important
будете
thing
дорабатывать
is that I showed you
сами,
how to
потому
make a
что
pattern for
сейчас
this
самое
skirt,
главное, что мы
how to
дошли к
cut
этому
and take
выбирания,
it.
уже можно работать.
I think that the skirt is very beautiful.
Вот здесь вот
I want to make
смотрите,
this detail
вот эта
about 3
верхняя часть,
centimeters
она прямо
tighter.
у меня вот, встань боком.
This
Так
is what the
получилось
fitting
у
is
нас,
for.
вот это лишнее.
We need
Но
to make
всё
the
это
garments we
заранее
sew fit
нельзя
us perfectly.
спрогнозировать. Все равно доработки нужны. Ой, давайте
Ira, do
немножко
you want to
посмотрим
say
Иришечку.
anything?
Очень я
I'm
благодарна,
absolutely
что
happy.
мама мне решила
Irina decided to make such an amazing gift for me.
сделать такую очаровательную юбку.
I promise to show you this skirt when it's
До
ready.
конца обязательно мы вам ее покажем.
I also want to make the skirt a bit tighter.
Ну, в общем, все сделаем красиво, потом покажемся вам.
Это она
This
вам
is what she's
что
saying now.
рассказывает?
I wish you could see her off the camera. She's full of joy. I'm glad that Ira is happy. The skirt looks amazing on her. Ira, what about the fabric for the top? This is the piece of fabric I was talking about. It's silk. I think that it's very beautiful. Just imagine how beautiful would a top made of this fabric look like. Gorgeous. This fabric would look good with skirts of different colors. Gray, black, green. This outfit is absolutely amazing.
Очень, конечно, подходит к этому цвету. Я надеюсь, мы такой топ увидим.
That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. Don't be lazy and sew such amazing skirts. We're Paukshte Irina and Ira. Happy Ira. Subscribe to this channel, write comments, share the videos, press the like and the bell buttons. We would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Got it? I didn't understand anything. I'm sure that Irina will explain everyone what to do.
Да. Ну, сейчас можешь идти
Go
всем
have a look at
хвастать,
yourself in the
хвастать. Уже
mirror.
не может, надо хвастать. Сходи в зеркало, взглянь, порадуй себя.